So good afternoon. We're at the High Blood Pressure Research Council Scientific Sessions 2013 held in New Orleans, and I'm Rhian, the past chair of the Council for High Blood Pressure and actually the chair of the nominating committee. And I'm delighted to present today to Clinton Webb the Lifetime Achievement Award. And Clinton, our council could not have thought of anyone more deserving than you for this award, and I really want to congratulate you on behalf of the council. You've been working in hypertension for many years. You've been a tremendous advocate and supporter of the council and the American Heart Association for many years, probably a lifetime, and so it's really appropriate that you do get the Lifetime Achievement Award. So won't you just share with us a little bit about the work that you do, your field of interest, and how you actually got into the area of hypertension research?
Thank you, Rhian. It's probably a little awkward story in the first place because when I got out of the Army in 1971, I was working, it was Christmas time, and so I'd taken a job as a part-time retail clerk working at a women's clothing store. And the woman who I did my undergraduate thesis with was a woman named Florence Foote. And somehow Florence found out that I was actually working at this women's clothing store. And she called me in December and asked me what I was doing, and I told her, and she said, well, you need to stop that and come down to the university. This was Southern Illinois University at the time, and they were starting a medical school. And she said, you need to meet with a man named Hurley Myers, and he will make sure you get into graduate school. So I guess my start in science was because Florence told me to do it. Florence went to the University of Iowa, so I went to the University of Iowa after that. So that's where I met Ramesh Bala and got involved with the hypertension program project that Frank Abood started there at that time. This was early 70s. And so that's really how I got into hypertension research, because of the hypertension program project at University of Iowa.
And I guess you've loved doing hypertension research ever since, because since the 70s you've been inordinately successful. And it's really great to see that from those days what you have developed in terms of not only your own program in hypertension research, but I think so importantly you've trained so many fantastic young scientists who've gone on in their own right to become very successful new investigators. So Clinton, you do have a magic touch. Obviously it's your love for your work, but also I guess your love for working with these fantastic young scientists.
Well, that just comes natural by example. So when I was at Iowa, a man named David Bohr was actually on the review committee for one of the program projects that was being reviewed. David came from the University of Michigan. And so when David came to Iowa, he asked to meet with me because we were doing very similar work. And so I got to meet David at a very early stage. He asked me to join his laboratory. I was flattered by that, somewhat shocked too. But at least anyway, I went to the University of Michigan after that, and there were a lot of great mentors there. So I guess I served by example. I went from David's lab to Paul Van Houte's lab, another great mentor. And so I guess I'm just trying to do what they did.
Well, they've obviously done a great job, and you have been a fantastic mentee with wonderful mentors and obviously following in their footsteps. So Clinton, do you want to just highlight to us the work in which you're involved at the moment? I know you focus a lot on pharmacology and physiology. Perhaps you can share with us what you're doing at the moment?
Right now, I have a number of trainees who are involved in innate immune response and hypertension. The idea here is that substances that are derived within the body might actually activate toll-like receptors and then cause the initiation of the innate immune response, leading to the adaptive immune response and its contribution to blood pressure elevation.
Well, we look forward to hearing all about that, and I do know you've got a number of presentations at the meeting. Just before we finish, Clinton, I want to say how lovely it is to be able to give you this award, especially knowing how much the council has meant to you and how much effort you have put into the council. You've played a tremendously important role with respect to the leadership and with the mentoring. And perhaps share with us very quickly your involvement in the council and what that has meant to you in terms of your success in your research and also for your trainees.
Well, the Council for High Blood Pressure Research, as far as I'm concerned, has been my home organization, society. It's where I grew up. It's where I made all my networking. It's played a major role in advancing my career, and so to me, this is my scientific home.
Well, as I said, on behalf of the Council, we just couldn't think of anyone more deserving, and congratulations. And we look forward to learning more about your science over the next few days. And may you have many more years. Although this is the Lifetime Achievement Award, it doesn't mean to say that it's the end of your scientific career, and we look forward really to many more years of enjoying your research contributions at the Council. So thank you, Clinton.
Thanks, Rhian.